Alrighty, guys, we're gonna try this one more time. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Good morning, DG sisters. And for those of you who are new to the community and the group, welcome, welcome, welcome to Divorcing Gracefully and Beyond, and this kick-ass community of amazing women who are all here to sort of do the same thing, right? We're here to heal our soul fracture. We're here to reclaim our brilliance, to step into a place where, when and if we're ready, to attract true love that lasts, and really do the work on ourselves. Because what we know to be true, which is what a lot of people don't do, once there's a relationship breakup, a divorce, or a separation, most people look to go ahead and begin dating and listen to what their family and friends say. And that is, get over it, get out there, get dating. And, I don't think that's necessarily terrible advice. I think people try to do the best they can, and they have their best intention to give us the guidance and the direction that they feel is right. But here's the deal. When you go out to seek connection, right, and re-find yourself outside of yourself, well, what ends up happening is then you just keep repeating the same patterns that you're trying to move away from because you haven't yet cleared out that junk that's within you. So going out there and dating and meeting people and connecting isn't a horrible thing, but it's maybe just out of order a little bit. What we need to do first is we need to get fully grounded in who we are, have healed our soul fracture, have reclaimed our brilliance, or stepping up into a level of confidence and self-worth that we've taken back, that we've regained. And I'm just going to put my glasses on. Give me 1 second. Okay, guys, sorry that you're not going to be able to see my eyes, but it is so sunny that my eyes are tearing. Not fun. But going back to the out of order steps, the first step we need to take is just to slow down for a minute, take into account the love and the guidance that everybody around us is trying to give us, but remembering that they're giving it to us based upon what they think is best, and they're giving it based upon their life. Nobody can hear your soul journey. What I mean by that is we all come to this earth, at least I believe, with a soul contract. And we come to this earth with a contract for our life that we are meant to live. And there's certain lessons that we, particularly as women, as individuals, are here to learn. And everybody has a different soul contract. Everybody has a different soul journey. And the only person who could hear their divine guidance, and the only person who has direct connection to what their particular soul contract is you, is us as individuals. I don't know what your soul contract is. You don't know what mine is. So when we take guidance from people based upon their soul contract, what's happening is we may be going the wrong direction. We may be taking the map of someone else's map who's telling us, well, this is really good for you, following the map only to find out, well, that map would have worked great for that person, but that map doesn't necessarily work great for us. So if you're in a space where you've got your life together, you've got good friends, you've got good family, but it's this relationship thing, right? The relationship with yourself, number one, and the relationship with bringing a partner in, and that's when we're ready, then it's time to create your own map from within. And so this is the mistake that so many women will make, is they will go out and they will date and they will try to use the same tools that they use in work to solve this problem of, this relationship thing with themselves, and those tools don't correlate. And that's what could be so frustrating, and actually it could be quite maddening, right? Because if there's certain areas of your life that you just slay, that you slam, you're the one that solves problems, you're the one that's intelligent, you're the one that people go to for solutions, and yet you could solve everybody else's life, you could help your children, you could help family, you could help friends, but you just can't seem to get out of your own way. And I was talking to a client yesterday, and she used this term suspended, right? And I felt that was such a brilliant term for this feeling of stuckness, is that we could help everybody else, but yet we can't necessarily help ourselves. And good morning, Karen, Kim, and Julia. So glad that you're here. So what we need to do is, in order, going back to this whole map conversation, the first thing we have to do is anchor on to our belief system. See, I want to talk about anchors today too, and I apologize for jumping all over the place, but I think these are important points that need discussing. So what an anchor is a belief system that we are anchoring into, that is our belief system, that is our identity that we are not swaying from, right? So let me give you an example of what an anchor is. An anchor could be, I am a divine child of God. I am a divine goddess of this universe. I am someone who was born worthy. I may have experienced a level of pain and frustration during this divorce and during my times of life, and that I may have experienced trauma going through this. But my identity and who I am is I am worthy. I am worthy of living a life that's filled with love. I am worthy of waking up in peace. I am worthy of getting rid of these toxicities, these subconscious beliefs, patterns, and behaviors that are keeping me stuck. Right? That's one anchor. The other anchor could be, why do things always happen to me? I always seem to get the short end of the stick. This divorce, I just can't seem to get past it. Gosh, every time I try to move forward, one thing happens. I can't seem to get rid of these thoughts. These are ruminating thoughts. I feel like I'm a prisoner. I feel suspended. I feel stuck, right? Do you see the difference in the anchor? So even though you feel stuck, it is not a fact. Feelings are not facts. Feelings are valid. And what I want to say is they are welcomed, and you deserve to feel those feelings. But don't confuse them with your identity, because it is not your identity. It is a feeling. And so what we need to do in creating our map is, number one, is we need to anchor into our true identity, not the feelings and emotions that we're feeling, because feelings and emotions are fickle. They're going to change every second of the day. And if you're attached to a feeling or emotion, your emotions and your feeling and your state of being every single day are going to be up and down depending upon how you feel. And if you're a woman like me, you know that your feelings could be they could be erratic, to say the least. So we need to anchor into a identity that is just going to stay, right? It's static. It's not dynamic, it's static. And that identity is, you are a goddess. You are a divine child of God. You have the right and you have the ability to live an amazing life, both inside and out. You have it in you, even though you haven't quite found out yet, right? That to live that life. So that's the identity that we're going to be coming from when we create our map, right? And our map is going within and hearing our divine guidance. Now, the problem that most people have is the reason why they can't create their map, and the reason why they can't tap into divine guidance, is because their brain is in fight or flight. And that's because the sadness, the pain, the fear, the uncertainty has a certain vibrational frequency. And that vibrational frequency keeps your brain in fight or flight. And scientific studies have shown us that when our brain is out of parasympathetic nervous system, right, and our brain is in this fight or flight state, it actually pinches us off from the divine. Because basically what your brain is saying to your body is, this is not the time to create. This is not the time to hear guidance. This is the time where you have to be safe and you've got to run. You've got to save your life. And so it's going to take blood away from all your major organs. It's going to drive them to your major limbs in your body so you have the ability to run. It's going to take away from your brain because it's going to just want to say, you just have to survive. So basically what's happening is we're running into survival mode. So we can't tap into our divine guidance. Not that it's not available to you, not that you don't have access to it. It's just that your brain has literally pinched it off. That's why in Divorcing Gracefully and Beyond, one of the first things we have to do is go in and quiet that nervous system. And the way we quiet the nervous system is by reprogramming our subconscious thoughts, patterns, beliefs, and behaviors. And we get out of the lower level of our energetic frequency and we start going into our higher level of energetic frequency, which are feelings of love, hope, peace, right? Moving forward. And that really is the work, right? Because when we are able to do that and step into this higher level of vibrational frequency, we are now able to hear divine guidance, and little bits of hope and little rays of sunshine begin to come through. And as we're cultivating, getting rid of these toxic patterns, beliefs, and behaviors and replacing them with the ones that do, more and more and more, the refractory period of us being in this wobble or feeling like shit, right, shortens and shortens and shortens. And so if this is you, if this is you, if you're feeling like I've got my shit together in most of my life, but I just can't seem to get my shit together, and I'm so sick of living the way I've been living, then it's time that you book a call with me, because this is what we do. And if you're not ready to book a call, then this is what you're going to do is on your own, right? Is creating your own internal map and your internal guidance system. But it's by replacing and getting rid of the subconscious beliefs, patterns, and behaviors that have been stuck with you for so long. Now, what I will say is this is work that is really done with a professional, a coach who could help guide you and show you how to do it. So if I'm not the right person for you, then what I would do is recommend searching for someone that you really feel comfortable with, because this is work that I have known and I have found this to be true. You just cannot do on your own. You know, we can't see the label from within the jar. And just because we're smart, intelligent, and we've got to solve problems for everybody else, you've been trying to solve this problem for what? 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and you haven't found the solution. And it's not because you're not smart and intelligent. It's just that you're not coming to the table with the right tools. So you need to learn the right tools. That's it. There's no more looking at why is this happening to me, or I can't do this. It's, remember the identity of you are deserving of love. And that means inherently that you have the tools and you have the desire and you have the intellect to work your way through this. And it's perfectly okay to receive help from a coach. As a matter of fact, most successful people in this world have hired a level of a coach or a team member to show them how to do things. Think about the Olympics. The Olympics just passed. Every single person in that Olympic game had a coach or had someone who was telling them how to refine their skill. And it's the same thing with us. It's time to refine your skill. It's time to really get in, to do the work, to hire the right person to help you move through. Because if you don't clear out these subconscious beliefs, patterns, and behaviors, what's going to end up happening is you will just keep creating more and more and more of what you don't want, because we don't create and manifest by what we think up here. We create and manifest by what we think in here. And those are the subconscious beliefs, patterns, and behaviors that create and manifest what we see on the outside. That is why, that is the number one thing. This is actually the secret sauce to Divorcing Gracefully and Beyond, really is changing those subconscious beliefs, patterns, and behaviors. So with that said, let's create your new map. With that said, let's get in and tap into and start opening up that soul, that divine guidance, so you could create your path. And your path no longer is based upon where you came from. Your path is now based upon where you're going to. Big difference. That's the difference between really coaching and therapy. Is therapy really looks at where we've been, and coaching really looks at where we're going. So anyway, I hope you have an amazing rest of the day. Casey and I are going to grab a Starbucks and head out, and I will see you guys later. Bye.